Now it's all systems go for this year's Kasi Worship Concert, with the annual event taking place in Soweto later this month. It aims to bring gospel music from around the world to Sowetans, and this year's lineup includes founder JRoss, Dozi and Anointed Friends. Let's hear more about from JRoss and Dozi, who join us in studio. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us in a studio this evening. Let's start with the reason that it's hosted in Soweto and why it was so important that that be the location that it's hosted in.
So hi, Robbie, and hi to all the viewers. So Soweto, I'm from Soweto, born and bred and battered in Soweto. So we believe that because the youth and a lot of people are under so much depression and oppression in Soweto, we felt that we wanted to go release a new sound, release music that will help people break from these bondages. And we believe this concert, is not just only going to release that, but also it's going to help economically, because, we're trying to bring in different people into Soweto to come and worship with us on the day.
And it's interesting because I think there's a misconception that gospel music is not popular, when in fact it's one of the most consumed genres in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that and the genre's importance in communities like Soweto.
See, well, me and Jay, we met a few months ago through a friend of his. I've been in Hartbeespoort Budam for many years. I've been in music for many years. My first album was a gospel album, so I went into light music because record companies want you to do what they want. So now I'm on my own, so I do whatever I want to. And Jay came up to me, he said, we have to do a gospel. I said, it's about time for me to go and do, because all my songs have got a little bit of gospel in it. I don't do everything gospel, so I'll do a light song where I do gospel in between, just a nice lyric for somebody just to acknowledge that, So for me, I think it can work. I think a lot of people are in deep pain and struggling, and well, according to me and him, there's only one, and it's Jesus.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, absolutely. Jay, how do you make it more relatable to younger audiences who, as Dozi has just said, we are consuming all sorts of different genres, Amapiano being the big one at the moment, you know? How do you make it relatable to the younger audience?
You said one very important thing in the beginning of your statement. You said gospel is the most consumed genre in the world.
Yeah.
Not just in Africa. And the reason for that, even we saw during COVID, is that people, when they went into depression and when people were stuck, who did they look to? They looked to Jesus. They looked to God. And that's why it is the biggest genre in the world. And I don't care if you're young or old. Everybody needs that comfort to know that there's somewhere you can turn to. So exactly why we are bringing Kasi worship into Soweto and also taking it into other Kasis around South Africa, because it's very important for South Africans to unite through music.
Yeah.
We are not only just going to bring like a black audience or black artists. The reason why Dozi and I came together is because there's a mandate here. God wants to unite South Africans, and how better to do that except through worship.
Music.
Exactly.
You were weighing in on that point as well.
I've been a musician all my life. I never loved sport to do it myself. I watch rugby, I watch boxing, I watch everything, but I don't like doing it. I'm a musician. So for me, I feel pain in my heart when I see sport is so big in our country and in the world, and music has been oppressed by people that like money more than art. And we just want to make music, and we want to involve young kids. We've got a studio, we've got a producer, Byron Koens, in our studio on the at the place where I stay, and we just want to do music, and people must let their kids do it. It's something that they can keep themselves busy with. Not everybody wants to run around behind the ball, to play music is also very soothing for people.
Jay, as a final thought before we let you go prep for a performance, our viewers are going to get a little taste of what's to come.
100%.
Tell us about what we can expect from the concert, some of the performances, just to tease our appetites a little bit ahead of it.
So on the 28th of October, I'm very excited. So please don't mind my body language. So we've got Ngobeko Mbata on the line. We've got Keke. We've got the Anointed Friends all the way from America. We've got Dozi, a
Yes.
legend, performing a new song with me, myself, JRoss. We've got so much happening in Soweto. It's the 28th of October. Please, South Africa, go get the tickets. We are relying on you to make this thing possible.
Yeah.
What I can say is that Dozi came in to do this concert with me for free. I didn't even have to pay him.
Wonderful.
And most of all these artists that are coming, Ellen van die Kerk, we've got a diverse lineup. So I'm asking the audience of South Africa, we are relying on you guys to make this a success. So please go out and buy your tickets. At Web Tickets, it's available now. So that's all I can say. And, you know, I'm just excited.
Where exactly in Soweto must we meet you?
We are going to Soweto Theatre. Thank you for the prompt.
100%.
Soweto Theatre, 28th of October. It's going down from 12 p.m. till
band enkulu.
Kuzoba nani mfowethu?
Iband.
Yeah, kuzoba neband
Very good
enkulu.
musicians.
It's going to be
all the
beautiful.
musicians
Yes.
are going to be good musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's going to be proper.
It's going to be an anointed
Amazing. Yes.
concert. It will be then.
Amen.
We're going to get a little teaser after the break of what's to come later on in October. But before all of that, we do have eNCA who's standing by with your sport.